In this section of videos, we will be talking about inflorescence. Now, inflorescence is very important when it comes to morphology and taxonomy studies. Let's come to the definition of the inflorescence. The inflorescence may be defined as the cluster of flowers or all flowers arising from the main axis stem or on the peduncle. So here the word called peduncle. Now peduncle is basically on which it's the main supporting stalk of the inflorescence. Now when we are talking about the stalk of the inflorescence, is basically the extension of the stem, or sometimes in case of herb, it's just the stem itself. Now this stem ends at the position where there is a formation of green leafy like structure. In majority of the cases it's a green leafy structure, but that is what we call as the bracts. Now, in many cases, there can be two bracts, or in many cases, it can be one bract. And in many cases, in many families or many species, we can have the bracts that forms the cluster. Now, if there is a cluster of formation of the bracts, this cluster of the bracts is called as the involucre. On the bracts itself, where the bracts are positioned, there arises a extension of the pedicel itself. That is what we call as the pedicel. Now from the if this is the stem area, or if it is this is the extension of the stem, or what we call as the peduncle, it is ending at this position, that is the bract. Now from the bract we have got the extension on which the flower is present. Now the flower is present on the pedicel itself. Now this is also called as the flower stalk. In case if it is not pedicel is not present, it will be called as the sessile flower. Okay. So when we hear the word called the flower is pedicellate or the flower is sessile, it's basically is talking about this particular area, that is what is known as the pedicel. If there is no pedicel, this flower will be on the peduncle directly, and this is what we call as the sessile flower. Okay. So these are the flowers. Now, on the basis of different arrangement of the flowers on the peduncle, we have got different kinds of the types of inflorescence. Now, let's discuss about the different types of inflorescence. So, inflorescence firstly is basic. The first part is the solitary. Now, solitary. When we talk about solitary inflorescence, we talked about the during the definition of the flower. We talked about that there will be a cluster of the flowers on the peduncle. Okay, but in case of solitary flowers, there is only one flower. Okay, so if this is the pedicel, peduncle, on the peduncle this is say bract. Okay, on the bract this is the pedicel, and there will be a single flower on the pedicel. Okay. Now this is called as the solitary flower. We'll discuss about more about solitary flowers in another some time. Now another type of inflorescence, because inflorescence is put it into four different groups. Okay. So we have got solitary as one group. Then we have got another group, that is the racemose kind of inflorescence. It is also known as the indeterminate inflorescence or monopodial inflorescence. Now what happens when why is the word called indeterminate is coming here? Let's understand the word of indeterminate. That will be clear to us to understand why this is the form of inflorescence type. Now, say for example, we have got this as the peduncle. This is a peduncle. Okay. So, what happens on the peduncle? Say, assuming that we have got a sessile flower. Okay. So, the first flower, the youngest flower will be coming on the top here. Okay. So, youngest flower is not on the top. Okay, and the oldest flower is towards the lower part. Okay. So what is happening here is that when we talk as the indeterminate, the oldest flower is coming towards the lower part, and the youngest flower is coming on the top. That means that this particular peduncle, okay, has got an opportunity to grow further. That is why it is called as indeterminate. It will keep on growing. The flower will be keep coming, so younger flower will be keep coming on the top, and this peduncle will be keep on growing. Now that is why it is called as the indeterminate kind of inflorescence. The word used for indeterminate kind of inflorescence is the racemose inflorescence. Now, other type of inflorescence is the determinate inflorescence also known as the sympodial inflorescence, and it is the word defined for to define that is the cymose kind of inflorescence. Now let's understand why it is a determinate kind of inflorescence. So if this is the your peduncle, what is happening in case of racemose was that we have got the youngest flower on the top and the the older flower were towards the lower side. In case of cymose, it's just opposite to that, and the oldest flower is coming on the top. Okay. Now, what happening is that here that when we have got the oldest flower on the top, that means that this particular peduncle do not have the opportunity to grow. Okay. Now the its increase in the length has actually been determined or has been arrested because of the happening of the oldest flower on the top, and the youngest flower will be keep on growing towards the lower side. That is what we call as the determinant kind of inflorescence. Now, other kind of inflorescence, apart from this solitary, determinate, and indeterminate kind of inflorescence, there are different other forms of inflorescence that is totally clustered into a group called special kind of inflorescence or special type of inflorescence. Now, let's go into detail of solitary inflorescence. So in case of solitary inflorescence, we have two kinds of inflorescence. That is the solitary terminal. Okay. So when we are talking about solitary terminal, it's basically that the single flower occurs on the tip of the main stem of the branches. The example can be of poppy. Then we have got Trillium grandifolia, and the other part is the axillary solitary axillary. One flower in here, also one flower here, also one flower. But what is happening in case of solitary terminal, that the flower is on the top of the peduncle itself. But what happens in case of solitary axillary is that the single flower occurs in the axil and the ordinary green or the foliage leaves. It is seen in petunia, it is seen in Hibiscus roja sinensis that we call have, on a regular basis. Okay. So what is happening here is that let's understand with a line diagram. If this is the peduncle, okay, if the flower is coming on the top here, okay, on the top here, if the flower is coming, this is called as the your solitary terminal. Now what happens is that we have got a branch here, okay, and from the branch we have got the bud here, and now this bud converts into a flower. This is called as the axillary bud. Now from if it is originating from the axillary bud, it will be solitary axillary. If it is originating for the terminal bud, it will be solitary terminal.